Okay, it's mid-July, and I mentioned in my last video, it's time to start propagating those tomato plants so you can get a second harvest in. I do that every year, and I think I even post about it every year. But I wanted to do a little bit of a test and see what else can we propagate at this point in time. I'm not even looking for another harvest versus just getting more plants. So let's walk around and see what we can propagate. We're gonna try. Okay, so the first plant I want to try to pomegranate. The first plant I want to try to propagate is the pomegranate. So I'm going to take a couple little branches off here, trim the leaves back, and toss them in a jar. I'm just looking for some nice healthy stems. I'm going to strip those leaves back, and that's going straight in my jar of water. So I'm going to do a couple of those because sometimes some of them just don't take. All right, so there's our little pomegranate tree stems. We'll get them put in some water, and we'll have to update you in a couple weeks and see if they root. All right, the next thing I'd like to try to propagate, I know I can, I just don't know if it's the right time in the season or if I need rooting gel or not. We're gonna keep it as simple as possible. We're gonna try to, I have to prune up this peach tree, so instead of just pruning it and throwing the stems away, we're going to try to propagate them. So let me hand the camera over to my 6-year-old again. Go ahead. Okay, so I am basing at the lower part of my tree because it needs to be trimmed up. It is more of a bush than it is a tree. So again, we're going to do the same thing. I've got it cut, strip those leaves back, straight into water. All right, I had to take a little bit of a pause because my daughter found a bunch of cucumbers, so now I'm covered in dirt from collecting cucumbers, and I lost my cameraman. But a couple other things that I'm going to propagate. I know that I can. I'm going to chop my lavender. Same thing. I'm going to strip the leaves back and put it in water. I am going to do my oregano and my rosemary as well. I almost forgot. There was another couple things I wanted to try to propagate. The grapevine. I am going to go and try to take some of these lower healthy branches of the grapevine. It is important to note, if your plant is in flower, it's not something you really want to propagate. It's focused on making its fruit. My grapevine doesn't have any fruit on it right now. It's just establishing itself, and it really needs to be trimmed up anyway. So we're going to take some of the lower branches of that and see if we can root them. I don't know if it'll work, but you'll have to follow me and we'll update in a future video. Happy growing.